Hey everybody, today is Sunday, April 27th, 2025, and we are here at the Apopka Wildlife Drive here in Apopka, Florida. Lake Apopka is right out there. We got water here from Lake Apopka, and I want to show you guys something insane. This is my first time ever seeing one of these in the wild. Well, one of these this size in the wild. I have seen babies, as you've seen in these videos. I can't even talk. I'm so flabbergasted by what I am seeing right now. I have seen baby ones of these. I have never seen one this size before. Are you guys ready for this? Take a look at the size of this alligator. Now, we're not in a zoo. We're not anywhere where these are in captivity. This is a wild alligator just doing his thing here in Florida. Look at the size of that thing. That's a man-eater right there. I mean, okay, I don't really think gators are eating men, but you know what I'm saying. That thing is huge. Shawn, stand right here. Look at the size of that compared to Shawn. It's the size of Shawn. That gator is as big as Shawn. That gator is probably bigger. It's actually probably bigger than you.
Well, probably slightly bigger.
That thing is insane. That is cool. This is why I wanted to come out here. I saw online. Oh my, ooh. I'm waiting for him. Maybe I shouldn't lean down like that. I think they can actually lunge up. They can lunge up a bit. That is crazy. So this is why I wanted to come out here, to see alligators this size. We already saw a pretty cool, awesome looking turtle. You can find all kinds of things out here, like they got turtles and frogs and snakes and alligators, cool birds. There are otters. Otters are out here as well, but this is what I wanted to see. That is nuts. There's actually another alligator over here as well. This was a pretty big alligator. We saw this and thought, wow, that's a big gator. And we walked over there, and yeah, this gator is like a teenager gator. Look at him. I don't even want to lean down. I'm waiting to lean down and have to see the thing just dart up at me. Look at that. That is cool. I got to get used to these things. I got to get used to alligators in Florida. But this is my first time ever seeing a legitimate, full-sized alligator in the wild here in Florida. I've only seen babies before. That is, I shouldn't be turning my back to it. That is crazy. Look at that. That's insane. That is an alligator. That is a full-size alligator. That's an adult alligator. This one over here, he's got to be I don't know what kind of alligator this one is over here. This is like a grandpa gator. This thing is huge. That is intense. Look at that. That is cool. That is the coolest thing ever. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh. Look at that. What? Oh, there's another gator out there. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in for you guys. Look at that gator out there. We got 3 alligators right here. Okay, that's really cool. So again, we are here at the Apopka Wildlife Drive. This place is actually pretty cool. I did not know this existed until just last night, looking up things to do. What's cool about this is the fact that the reason why I found this is because I was looking up things to do that you could not have to really be in the heat for, because it's 95 degrees today. It's very, very, very warm out today. And this was advertised as something you could do in your air-conditioned car, because as you can see, there's all these people driving up here. You just drive down this road and you can stay in your air-conditioned car and look at the wildlife out your window, which is really, really cool. Of course, when I saw a whole gaggle of people over here looking at something, and I could see the alligator from the window, I knew I had to pull over and check this out. So pretty awesome to do if you come out to the Apopka area. This whole drive, it's X amount of miles long. You can see all kinds of nature, and there he's moving. All kinds of nature and wildlife out here, including giant, huge, ridiculously awesome, and also slightly terrifying alligators. Look at him move there. Look at his legs. That is really cool. Don't be surprised if people don't try That's amazing. You know they're here because people probably, unfortunately, feed them, which is not good. You should not be feeding the wildlife out here, but you know people probably are, which is why they're probably hanging out here, knowing that they could get a free meal. That one there is just freaking me out. That is crazy. The one is still over there in the weeds. You can barely see his little head sticking out. That's why they're so well camouflaged. That's why in Florida, they always say where there is water, there is an alligator, because you never know. I would walk right past that, not even knowing that was out there. Had we not seen it swimming out there, I would have no idea that gator was there. But man, this one here, that is crazy. Again, that is an alligator the size of, if not, probably, yeah, I'm gonna say slightly bigger than Shawn. That's probably the size of me. That's probably the size of that gator. All right, should I go down there and get a nice close picture?
No. That is a terrible idea.
I wonder how close people get to these. That is awesome. I don't even know what else to say at this point. I'm just freaking out by the fact that I'm seeing my first like giant wild alligator here in Florida.
Yeah, he's definitely an 8-footer.
Oh, if he's 8 feet, then he's bigger than me. That's awesome.
Yeah, eat the algae off of him.
Want a picture? You can go down there. I get a good one.
No, but you can jump up there and we get a good picture.
I simply just kneeled down a minute ago, and he got closer, and I was like, nope. All right, I think he's starting to get some ideas. That is cool.
His eyes are closed.
Because if you can tell, his tail is kind of in the sand.
Just want to fool you.
All right,
Yeah.
that is pretty amazing. So this is a really, really cool place. Again, the Apopka Wildlife Drive. You come out here, you drive X amount of miles up and down this road. You see all the wildlife. We only just begun this drive. I have no doubt that as we drive further down the trail, we're going to see more alligators and more cool wildlife. I really want to see an otter. That'd be cool. I've actually have seen wild otters in Florida before years ago, but I would love to see one. That'd be cool. Yeah. What do you want to see?
I was seeing I see little fish in the water, but
Yes.
I'm wondering, what if there's like bigger fish?
Oh, there's definitely bigger fish out here. So you want to see bigger fish?
I definitely want to take a picture of videos.
Shawn's been taking a picture of all the wildlife we've been seeing. All right, that is cool. One last shot here of the ridiculously giant alligator. All right, that's as close as I'm getting to that thing. I'm not. I want to get closer, but I know better. So 3 alligators right here that we can see. Anyway, there's probably more in the weeds in the marsh somewhere that we can't see. Look at that guy, just chilling there. I kind of wish I was in the water. Well, not this water right now. I wish I was in our pool, minus the alligators right now. What is more than one alligator called?
Alligators.
Common. Well, no, but I mean like like a gaggle of gooses or a murder of crows. What's a bunch of alligators called? Comments down
I still think it's really weird.
below.
It's a murder. What?
That's what they should call the alligators, a murder of alligators. That's awesome. All right, guys. So just wanted to pull over and show you guys the amazing alligators here and tell you guys how cool this is. If you're looking for something to do, this is maybe only about a half hour or so from, maybe a little bit over a half hour, but we'll just say a half hour away from Walt Disney World. So if you're on vacation, you're out Disney, you're at Universal, you're thinking, man, I want something to do, and you maybe your family, you guys want to see some really cool wildlife, get out here to the Apopka Wildlife Drive and check out the amazing wildlife here. You can see all kinds of cool stuff. You got birds, turtles, you can see giant, huge, scary, but amazing alligators. You can see all kinds of cool stuff out here. Otters. Pretty awesome, amazing place. There's a bird out there. There's a lot of birds out here. Pretty cool place. All right, guys, but I am going to let you guys go now. If you've ever been out here to the Apopka Wildlife Drive, leave your comments down below. Tell us your stories out here. Have you seen giant, awesome, scary, massive, really cool alligators that are literally bigger than me, which is why they're slightly terrifying. If you guys have been out here, ooh. You can hear the frogs, you can hear the birds. That's cool. right, if you guys have been out here, leave your comments, leave your stories. I want to hear from you guys. Definitely get out here, check this place out. It is really cool. I got about a half hour or so away from Walt Disney World, right down the highway. Get out here, check this out, see all the cool wildlife, and possibly, most likely, see a giant, awesome alligator. But all right, we're gonna let you guys go now. So thanks for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Check down below for links to Patreon. If you guys do become a patron, I will send you a postcard every single month from the road. Also check down below for a link to Spreadshirt. where you can grab yourself retro rest stop t-shirts. Also hit that join button to become a member of this channel. And if you guys watch this video all the way until the very end, hashtag
Gator.
Hashtag Gator. There you go. Hashtag Gator. Hashtag Gator. There you go. Gotta go Southern. Hashtag Gator. If you guys have seen, or if you guys watch this video, I can't even think. I'm just thinking about the alligator. It's so cool. All right. Hashtag Gator. If you guys watch this video all the way and to the very end, or if you guys have ever seen an alligator. Hashtag Gator. All right, that's gonna do it, guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and if you do hit that subscribe button, or you are subscribed, then we will see you guys in tomorrow's video. All right, thanks for watching. Have a good one.
Bye.
Gator. All right, bye.